Hey guys, what is up? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Hope you enjoyed the Steven Bum. And how about that promo for the upcoming Steven Universe event, Wanted, a 1-hour special airing on Memorial Day. So I was planning on doing an analysis, but I was gonna release it tomorrow, but I'm too hyped right now, so I just figured I'd put it out tonight for you guys, get my thoughts and opinions out there on what I think is going to be happening in the next couple episodes. But really quick, a spoiler warning. There are some spoilers in here, just kind of going over what might be happening in the next couple episodes. So if you want to remain completely blind, click off this video now. And also, if you haven't seen Stuck Together yet, I highly recommend that you go watch that now. It's been officially released on the Cartoon Network app, and it's on Cartoon Network's website, so it's official. It's a little sneak peek of this event. They released the first 10 minutes, which happens to be Stuck Together, the first episode of season 5. So go watch that, so that way I don't spoil anything for you, because I'm going to be talking about that a little bit in here. But with that, let's get on with the analysis. So when the promo starts, it's just a really quick recap of what happened in I Am My Mom with Steven going into the ship, and then it's a voiceover of Steven saying, whatever Homeworld has in store for me, I'm ready. And this is most likely the trial, which is the next episode after Stuck Together, because he's probably going to be tested. I mean, they're probably going to see if he really is Rose Quartz. A lot of people are wondering if it's like a trial, as in like he's going to be sitting in front of a judge or the Diamonds, and he's going to be judged based on Rose Quartz's actions, or if he's going to be tested to see if he really is Rose Quartz, like, you know, like a combat trial or something like that, or survival. So, I mean, it's going to be really interesting. I think it's leaning more towards like a trial where there's combat and fighting and he has to survive, rather than something like a court scenario. But I mean, both are possible. One leans more towards it being combat related, but it is possible that there is like a judgment kind of with a court or a judge, like one of the Diamonds. And then this is actually from Stuck Together, which I said is on the Cartoon Network app. This is actually towards the end of the episode when Lars and Steven get separated. They land, the ship lands somewhere. We still don't know where this location is. And Lars and Steven get separated and they go their separate ways, being carried by Topaz. And then we have a new gem, guys. So this is exciting. So it looks like some sort of blue peridot. It kind of looks like they have like a mohawk, but they have, it looks like the limb enhancers, the little screen that Peridot had. And we had a little hint of this back in the zoo when Steven was first going into the zoo. They had the little Peridot limb enhancer fingers, except they were blue, like checking his temperature and taking off all his clothes and putting the new clothes on him. So we got a little hint of that, and it looks like we're actually going to be able to see, you know, besides just the fingers, like the limb enhancer fingers, the actual blue Peridot, the blue dot. I don't know what to call it. But we can see here that the lights at the bottom are blue, yellow, and white. So I'm wondering if this blue dot is the one who's going to be like kind of guiding Steven through the trial here and preparing him and getting him ready, but before he gets thrown into that. But I mean, it's super exciting because I mean, we just got Aquamarine and Topaz, so I mean, the fact that we're getting another new gem is really exciting, because I mean, before, getting new gems was like, you know, far and few between. So I mean, the fact that like within a couple episodes we're going to be getting 3 new gems is pretty exciting. And then here we have Steven. It's in the same scene. He's just sitting on a triangle, so he's probably just, you know, waiting for whatever trial, whatever test is going to occur. You know, he's just chilling there. Nothing much to go off of, really. Just in that same scene, it looks like he's waiting for something, or he's being told to wait until something happens. And this is actually from Stuck Together. This is when Aquamarine comes down into the engine room with Topaz, and Topaz is actually trying to let Lars and Steven escape in the escape pod, and then obviously Aquamarine is not pleased by this, and that's when she takes out her little bow and turns it into her wand, and then smashes the escape pod, so that way Lars and Steven cannot escape back to Earth. Now this is why I think it leans more towards a combat trial. In this image right here, we have this weird cone-shaped thing. We've never seen one of these before, at least to my knowledge, but they look like they're in some sort of forest. I'm assuming it's like some sort of simulated forest. That, or they have multiple outposts that have, like, quote-unquote, like Earth-type terrain, because we have the zoo, which has, you know, like water and trees and stuff like that. So, I mean, this could be an outpost where there's life that would be found on Earth. But you have this little cone thing here that has a little diamond with a red light shining out of it, and if we see later right here, it's actually scanning Lars and Steven. So Lars is in this trial now with Steven, so I think that's really interesting there. But we can see that it's scanning them, and it's actually picking up like Steven's gem. It's scanning Steven's gem to identify that yes, he is a gem, because nothing glows on Lars. So that's why I think it's kind of like a combat trial, because it looks like they're trying to run away and get away from whatever this little cone sensor is. And then we have Steven in a palanquin. I know it's kind of hard to see, but that's like a little tiny Steven there in the palanquin busting out of some sort of orb or something, and I'm assuming this is our first glimpse at Homeworld. It kind of just looks like a bunch of like vents almost, which is really interesting because we know from Ruby, from Room for Ruby, that she said that it's always sunny, and it does look very bright here, but it looks very mechanical, almost like abstract in a way. But yeah, so that's very interesting, and I'm wondering how Steven got Blue Diamond's palanquin. So I'm assuming like this is probably Blue Diamond's like throne room or something, like or part of her fortress, because we still don't know where they are. We just know that they landed in a very yellowish green area from Stuck Together. So the fact that they're here now, we don't know really where this is. I'm assuming it's Homeworld. Steven has the palanquin smashing through the roof, and the Diamond's already pissed at you, Steven. I'm not sure smashing through the roof with their palanquin is the best way to endear you to them. But yeah, so this is our first glimpse at Homeworld, which is pretty cool. Homeworld's been built up for a very long time now. I'd say since the end of season 1, when Jasper and Peridot first came in that green handship. I think it's been really hyped to go to Homeworld, and this looks like this will be our first glimpse at it, our first look at it, so exciting stuff. And then here we have like the kindergarten. It looks like the kindergarten, but we're not on Earth. But it is possible that Homeworld did grow its own gems, like create its own gems, and then once Homeworld itself ran out of resources is when they began colonizing other planets, because we know Peridot says that Homeworld was running out of resources, which is why Arrow 2 Peridots don't have powers, even though she has metal powers. But this next image is very interesting. So for so long, the Diamonds have not seemed to have any powers, but it looks like they do. We have Yellow Diamond here, so Yellow Diamond will be making an appearance, and she has electricity. She has electric powers, which I guess makes sense. She is yellow, but that's really awesome, because to my knowledge, besides Peridot with her limb enhancers, there's not been another gem that can use electricity. So I'm wondering if that's something with Yellow Diamond's core, like her gems, if they all possess electricity, because we know with Blue Diamond, Lapis has the water wings, she has hydrokinesis, and then even though Aquamarine doesn't appear to be able to control water, she does have water wings. And then we know that Sapphire has ice powers, and then you have Ruby, who is able to control fire. And now that I think about it, I'm wondering if Garnet at any point was able to make electricity. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel that there was one instance in the show where Garnet was able to make electricity. But yeah, no, so it's awesome. We have Diamonds that have powers now, so it looks like they're actually going to be actively doing something, or fighting, or just doing something, thank God, because the Diamonds have been pretty lax, I think, so the fact that they're angry and attacking and they have powers is really exciting, considering that we've gone a pretty long time with them just kind of being very passive, so I'm super excited about that. And then if you remember back to that image of where Steven and Lars were getting scanned by that little cone thing, they were standing in front of a statue, a statue's head. And I'm assuming this is directly after they get scanned, and it tries to shoot a laser, and it shoots the laser at the head, and then Steven and Lars jump out of the way, because I'm assuming it's trying to destroy Steven. And then we get another shot here of the palanquin, and presumably more of Homeworld. So, like I said, very like abstract, very trippy. It kind of just looks like they're cheese graters on the side, quite honestly. But the palanquine's falling, so we know that the palanquine shot out of the top, so I'm wondering if they're trying to learn how to like control the palanquine, and this would be like the tower, and at the top is that little dome that Steven smashes out of with the palanquine there. But yeah, super curious as to how Lars and Steven are able to just hop in a Diamond's palanquine. I wouldn't think it'd be that easy to do. I would think there'd be a little bit more security there, but I mean, who knows? Like I said, we still really don't know where we are. We know that we're somewhere on Homeworld or somewhere that is controlled by Homeworld, but we still don't know exactly what it is. Like, I'm guessing this is probably blue. I mean, based on the coloring, Blue Diamond, something owned by Blue Diamond, just because of all the colors here. But, you know, like I said before, when they arrived and stuck together, it was predominantly yellow. So, again, just very, very interesting here. And now we see Lars in front of a kindergarten. So, I mean, it does seem like there were kindergartens on Homeworld at this point. And this looks like it might be in the same area where the forest was, which makes sense because gems need resources. So stuff like, you know, trees, dirt, soil, stuff like that would probably benefit the gem in its growth. And so we have Lars here looking like he's about to stab something. It's actually the cone. We see literally in the next shot here that he's stabbing little cone thing that was scanning Steven. But the fact that there are kindergartens on Homeworld is pretty cool to know that they actually did run out of resources. And that they're kept on Homeworld before they started colonizing other planets in order to grow more gems. And last but not least, we have Blue Diamond looking at Steven. So this is kind of why I think that it also might be a trial in terms of being judged for his actions or his mother's actions, because you got Blue Diamond looking super judgy. She looks like she's about to just wreck Steven right now. But we get a little voiceover of Blue Diamond saying, I wonder what she wants to do with her because I want to do something worse. So that sounds like some savage Blue Diamond there looking to dish out some judgment onto Steven. But that is where the clip, the little promo ends. And then again, we get confirmation that it is airing on Memorial Day. It's a 1 hour long special. This will be the longest special, 1 hour. So I believe that's going to just be all 5 episodes, maybe 4 or 5, next 4 episodes, because it's Stuck Together, the trial, Off Colors, and Lars's head. So yeah, I mean, this predominantly seems like it's going to be Stuck Together, the trial for sure, and then Off Colors. I'm not sure if Lars's head is going to be in this one. We didn't see that much of Lars. This just seems mainly like Lars and Steven trying to survive, which makes me think that it's the trial, and we probably will get some backstory on the diamonds in Off Colors. So super exciting stuff here. Like I said, I was planning on doing an analysis tomorrow, but I was just too hyped about it, so I wanted to do it now. But let me know what you guys think of this promotional clip here, because I would love to hear it. But thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more Steven Universe related content. And until next time, guys, take care.